everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shanique Beckford. Some of you probably already know who I am. If you are new to this channel, please go ahead and make sure you subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so that way when I post a video you will be notified. Also, if you enjoyed this video, before you begin to watch this video, please smash the like button, comment down below, comment more than once. By doing this, you're actually helping my channel. So I'm just asking you guys, continue to support, and I must say I really appreciate all the support that has been coming my way. So I really appreciate it. All right, so I love you guys, I appreciate you guys, and thank you all so much for watching the videos and sharing thus far. So today, based on the title of the channel, based on the title of this video rather, I haven't uploaded a video in about 2 weeks. I haven't done a sit-down video in about 2 weeks, I think. But I'm already talking foolishness. Without any further ado, let us get straight into the video. Today, I will be answering a few questions. Some of you guys have asked me questions that I really wanted to sit down and answer. Some of them are not necessarily ministry-based. Some are a bit personal. But I guess that some persons want to get to know me, because I saw some messages coming in where persons were asking questions, and in addition to the questions, I decided let me just put it out there so persons can ask questions so I can go ahead and just answer them. So the first question is, someone asks, what do you do for fun? As a matter of fact, a few persons have asked this question, what do I do for fun? I have fun. I don't always go to church. We do so much. A lot of persons probably don't know, but my husband and I, we travel a lot. We just get up, like if we're here for a day and we have nothing to do, we just get up and we decide, hey, I'm going to Portland today, going to Negril today. We find a hangout spot, we find a hotel or somewhere, we just go somewhere and just relax for the day for 2 or sometimes it's not about going to a fancy place, it's just driving somewhere and enjoying the scenery, buying food along the way and whatever. I don't necessarily do much. I watch movies, play games, drive, tour, eat, cook, you name it. I'm very spontaneous. Whatever I feel like doing when I get up, if I'm not busy, if I don't have work, I get up and whatever I feel like doing, if I'm in the position, I do it. I love the beach. So yeah. All right, so that's someone also asks, okay, yeah, let me take this one. Someone asks, what is your favorite color, and do you believe females should wear men's apparel? My favorite color is blue. Any type of blue, really. Should female wear men's apparel? What is it that is classified as men's apparel? Pants, undergarments, what is it exactly? I don't think that pants is necessarily man's apparel. It's okay for women. Back in the days, like in Bible days and in those times, men used to wear this wrap thing like a skirt. Is it okay for men to wear women's apparel? That's what I'll say. There's nothing wrong with the pants. I feel more comfortable wearing pants. I'm not convicted by what I will say is whatever you're convicted of, then perhaps it's just not for you. I'm not convicted for wearing pants. I'm not convicted for wearing makeup or jewelry. That's okay for me. And in my ministry, I prefer most times when the female wear pants, because when they wear a skirt, especially when we have deliverance or deep worship, it's easier for them to be exposed than wearing a pants. So it's just preference and conviction. Someone said, when did you give your life to God? I was born in the church, born and raised in the church. I've been going to church since I was at my knee, if that is such a thing. But I fully gave my life to the Lord at 14 and got baptized. I've been going to church. My parents would not allow me to have gotten baptized earlier. They thought I did not understand. And so I actually got baptized at the age of 14. Was it 14 or 13? One of them years old. But I've always been going to church pretty much. Someone asks, what was it like growing up without a father? Does it affect you now that you're older? All right, so this is a deep question. What was it like growing up without a father, and does it affect you now that you are older? Growing up, I've always had a stepfather figure, someone that is actually still there. So growing up, I never affected me while growing up, as I said, because I had a father figure, I had a grandfather. I used to have dreams and imagine though that he would come, especially because he's not Jamaican, so I would picture him coming to Jamaica and carrying clothes and toys and fancy stuff and whatever. Since I have grown, there have been times where I have thought about it, I'll not lie, but it doesn't affect me in a way where it makes me depressed or it makes me sad. I've been delivered. There was once a time where it was kind of making me feel some kind of way, but I have truly been delivered, and so now that I'm grown, it doesn't affect me one bit. It is what it is. The Lord knows when your mother and father has forsaken you, then God will lift up a standard. The Lord is raising up a mighty standard in my life. Wealth shall be my middle name. Generational wealth, perpetual wealth, good health, and all these heavenly blessings shall be my name in the name of Jesus. So it is what it is. Someone asked, I just screenshot the messages. Someone asked, do people normally make you feel guilty or bad about your past? For instance, having a child while you were in church. All right. Do people make you feel bad about your past? My past is literally not perfect, but other than the fact that I had a child at 20 years old, that's it. And when I got pregnant with my son, I was in country. My church was in country. I left country and I went to Kingston for some time. When I got pregnant, probably like a couple of, was it a year, a couple of months, or a couple of months maybe, I actually came back to country, had the baby there. Truth be told, I can't recall receiving any backlash. I can't recall being treated any way. I can't recall being put at the back of the church. Nothing of that whatsoever. So it wasn't bad. I wasn't treated anyway. I wasn't rebuked or anything like that. I didn't go to church as much while I was pregnant, but I remember when I had the baby, I started going back to church right away because I was sore on the inside. I just wanted to get back to church. So it wasn't like okay, I backslided kind of thing. It was, I don't know how to explain it, but and aside from the whole pregnancy thing, which I was not treated anyway. If people were talking, I did not hear. If people said something, it didn't come to me, so I didn't experience a whole lot or anything at all for that matter. But aside from the pregnancy, I have not gone through anything really that has that someone should actually bring up about my past or make me feel guilty. Other than my personal little faults and hiccups here and there isn't anything really that would cause me to really feel guilty about anything. As I said, I grew up in the church. I've always been a God-fearing person. I'm just passionate. I love the Lord, so pretty much I've always been in church, so there's nothing there. Alright, so a few more questions. Do you have any regrets in life? This person asks about 4 questions, I think. I'll answer them. Do you have any regrets in life? No, I don't. I have one. I have this huge one, but I can't say what it is. But other than that one, if I could redo, I'd redo. But no, I have no regrets in life. God has been good. What sins do you struggle with the most being into ministry? What kind of question is that? What sin do I struggle with the most? I don't struggle with any sin. I don't have a struggle really. Well, let me not say really. I don't have a struggle. The devil is an adversary. He's like a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour. Temptations come because I'm human, but I'm not even doing this for Facebook. I'm not even doing this for video because you guys know I'm very straightforward. But I cannot pinpoint a sin, or I cannot find anything or say anything that I actually struggle with, especially that I am in ministry. I'd honestly say that the Lord doesn't allow me to get away with a lot of things, and I am very fearful of the Lord, very reverencing to him, and I'm always repenting constantly. If I think a song, listen, my son listened to a song that says Pussycat, pussycat, where are you? Something like that. And I have literally found myself singing that song, that nursery rhyme song in my mind. And when I say pussycat, I begin to repent. Like I'm literally repenting, and it is a kids nursery rhyme song that I'm singing. So I'm that kind of a person. My spirit, the Lord doesn't allow me to get away with a lot of things, and so I pray a lot, I consecrate a lot. So I am now at a place in my life where I don't necessarily have a struggle. I'll be honest. Has anyone ever pushed you to the limit where you had an altercation? No. I've never had an altercation with anyone. There's this one story with my son's father, but I wouldn't say it was an altercation really. But aside from that, no. Never. Have I ever been in a fight? No. I think I had this small little fight when I was in grade 8 at Edwin Allen. Wasn't really a fight, but it was a small little thing. But I've never been in a fight, never been in an argument with someone. No one has ever heard my mouth arguing or anything like that. I was just never that kind of person. Not that kind of person. I prefer to walk away and I prefer to cry. If you can relate to what I'm saying, if when things happen, you're not the type of person that will curse or confront and all of that, and you would probably just cry, comment down below, let me know. But I prefer to cry. Usually they say people that cry are wicked people that are easy to cry. I'm not necessarily easy to cry, but I prefer to cry because, you know, that's just who I am. Have you ever gotten the feeling of wanting to be a regular person, a lay person? So this person is asking if I've ever gotten the feeling of wanting to be a regular person. I guess not being a pastor and just being a regular secular worker. I've never gotten the feeling until since of recently. When you are a pastor, things happen, and I think every minister or any minister at some point in time, especially when they're a pastor, might get that feeling where, you know, you could have been a teacher or a lawyer or a doctor, but I haven't really. Just since recently, I thought maybe I, you know, could do something else. But at the same time, while being a pastor, I can still do what I want to do, and I am pretty much doing the majority of what I want to do. Not wanted, because I grew up and changed from some of the things I wanted to do, but not necessarily. Since of recently, yes, but not necessarily. Someone asked the question. Okay, here we go. This person has asked a couple of questions as well. I think this was Rashawn. I screenshot the messages. So this person said, I know it wasn't easy coming into Christendom. What was your worst experience? My worst experience coming into Christendom, I've always been going to church once again. Haven't had a bad experience coming into Christendom. My worst experience in Christendom though, my worst experience in ministry though, church experience, is having to pastor for someone that treated you poorly, experiencing the whole what you call church hurt and all of that. But other than that, I haven't necessarily had a worst church experience or a bad experience coming into church. Someone said, if God didn't call you to be a pastor, apart from being a model, do you guys think I could actually be a model? I mean, eyebrows on fleek, not bad looking. I don't think I'm bad looking, but do you guys think I could be a model? I'm very tall. Not very, very tall, but I'm very tall. Let me know if you guys think I could be a model. Could I still be a model? If you have a clothing store, you have a clothing line, you need a model to rep for you, to advertise and promote your stuff. I fix up very well, put on some makeup, I fix up very well. I could model your stuff, so reach out to me. I'll model your stuff if you need your model. All right. So apart from being a pastor, a model, a doctor, a lawyer, which other job would you have been interested in? I've never wanted to be a doctor, never wanted to be a lawyer. Could have if I wanted to, but never wanted to. But if I had to choose another profession, coming up, I've always wanted to be a detective and a pastor. As a child growing up, even as a child, I always knew I wanted to be a pastor and a detective. So I'd probably be ranking very highly in the police force. As a matter of fact, for those of you that do know, I was in process to becoming a police officer. Did my test, did all the what you call it, did all the preliminary stuff to go in, got through it, everything. I was about to go in for training and all of that, and I actually pulled out. Some stuff happened, pulled out. So I could have almost would have been a police officer. But yeah, that's it. Would I do it still? No, I don't think so. Police officer in Jamaica, a female police officer in Jamaica, I don't think so. No. It's not the Lord's will. Being a mother, wife, pastor, mentor, do you feel pressured at times? No. All right. But seriously, being a mother, a wife, and a pastor, it has its ups and downs. When church becomes, let me tell you, when it becomes pressured, when church becomes difficult, the people become overbearing, then yes, definitely, especially if you feel where you're not honored, you're not loved, you're not appreciated, you're giving so much yet no one is giving back or pouring back into you, then it can feel a bit overbearing, especially if you have no help. It can definitely feel overbearing. But have an amazing husband, have an amazing son. I lack nothing. If I feel where I'm coming into a cluttered space where things are coming down on me, I have a husband that can say, hey, okay, go shopping, let's go do this, put your clothes on, we're going to go here, we're going to do this, whatever it is. So I go through my therapy day by day, and every now and again I know how to release and not bottle things up. So I get by. But it can get pressuring sometimes, especially when you are a pastor, a wife, and a mother of a toddler. Everybody knows what it feels like to be a mother of a toddler. So you don't have to be a pastor or wear that many hats as I do, but as a mother that is working, a wife that's actually working, it can become overbearing for that female just the very same. All right. What's your day like on a Sunday after delivering the word at church? Crash. Done. Finish. Nothing left. Alright, so truth be told, most Sundays when I leave church, I'm finished. Finito. When I leave church and I come home, most time my feet are hurting. I'm gonna tell you something about me. Have a lot of church. The way I see it is because I know I preach very hard. I can't help it. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I preach very hard. So when I'm finished preaching, a lot of times my feet hurt. Sometimes my head might hurt because I don't like eating and preaching and fast. I mostly fast on Sundays. So I don't like eating and preaching. My feet hurt sometimes because I stand up long. Worse if I wear heels. So that's why I wear comfortable shoes. And some people might say, oh, Pastor, wear the same shoes every day. No, it's comfortable. But after, I get really tired. It's really tiring. Worse when I come home and you want to sleep and you have a 2-year-old toddler that will not give you the time of day. Tired, bad. So yeah, but most times I come in, cook, take a shower, relax a little, probably try to catch a movie, eat some ice cream, and I just lay down. Me finish, me done. Me not telling a lie. After church on Sundays, me done. So when it comes on Monday, I don't normally take that much calls or do anything on Mondays because I use Mondays to rest. But me done after church on Sunday daytime. I need to get a cook or somebody to cook for me on Sundays because when I get home, I'm finished. But yeah, that's it. Sometimes if I'm not that tired, I probably go for a drive out in the evening, go to Devon House, or take a little drive out. Most times I just crash. Someone asks, how did you know that your husband would be your husband? The Lord told me his name. The Lord showed me. The Lord told me. I just knew it. I just knew it was him. Okay, so some of these questions are kind of repeating. How long have you been pastoring? I've been pastoring for 2 wonderful years. As a prophet, do you have friends? I don't think I have any friends. If you're my friend and you're watching this, please forgive me, but I don't think I really have any friends. I would not say I have any. My husband is my best friend. There one and two persons that I can text from. No, a lie. I don't have nobody me can text. A lie me I tell. I don't have nobody me can text. Had a best friend a few years ago. She relocated and she just stopped talking to me. I don't know why. We just lost communication. We just stopped communicating, point blank. I don't know. I don't really have friends. It's not that I don't want any. I've had some people that have been around me that I consider to be friends, persons that I have trained in the prophetic, persons I have poured into, activated, taught the prophetic and all of that, and after a while they started doing ministry, and then you just don't hear anything from them again, and then you want to think, were these people even my friends even to begin with? I've had a lot of people that have come into my circle, most times just wanting to be close to me, just wanting to get something or whatever, but not necessarily. If someone comes along that is definitely that definitely have the characteristics to be a good friend, then certainly. But otherwise, not at the moment. I'm riding solo. All right, so I'll answer a few more questions. This person's have a couple questions. See, Sharina. Her questions are very long, but let me try to answer her questions, and then that's it. As a prophet, how do you choose wisely how do you choose your friends wisely? How do you know who's really sincere and faithful, who you can confide in? Also, how do you spend your time? Okay, let me take the first one first. You have enough question. How do you choose friends wisely? As I said in the first question before this, I don't really have friends per se. There are people I can probably call and talk to, but not friends that I would share certain things with or talk to every day or whatever. No. If I see somebody I know I can trust, somebody that has my best intentions of heart, vice versa, someone who is faithful, trustworthy, God-fearing, and honest, then certainly. So I let God lead and guide where that is concerned. Also, how do you spend time to grow in God? What do you do differently? I'm a very spontaneous prophet. I don't know if I do anything differently. I'm just spontaneous. I just spend a lot of time with God in prayer. If I'm bathing, I'm praying. If I'm doing something, I'm praying. I'm just spontaneous. Whatever, I'm spontaneous, and I've been trying to train my spirit man to be alert and sensitive. So if I feel the Holy Spirit, or I feel like I hear the Holy Spirit saying something, I work for myself so I can easily tap into the realms, begin to worship, begin to pray. So for me, it's not much of a struggle. There are struggles, but not much of a struggle per se. So I don't necessarily do anything differently. I fast, I pray, I read the Bible. Just that probably for me it's a bit more frequent, or I don't know if that answers your question. How do you cope with persons knowing that they hate you? What do you do about it, and how do you go about it? Okay. Do people hate me? Do you guys hate me? Do you think people hate me? Why? I'm such a nice person. First of all, if somebody hates me, I don't think they show it to my face like that. They're more to pretend that they actually like me, but someone has never really said to me that, you know, they hate me or whatever it is. I mean, people have made rude comments that you can just look over, but people who are close to me, like friends or family, I don't have anybody that has been rude or said that, hey, I hate you, you're an enemy. The Lord has, however, revealed certain people that pretend to be friends and pretend to be close but are actually enemies. I know that they don't like me, but even some of those who actually hate me, they still bless me. They still do what they need to do in my life. And so you hate me, but at the end of the day, you still need to do what you need to do. I've had people that worked for me in the past, and I'm sure that they didn't like me, but hey, the job was still done. So if you hate me, as long as you don't disrespect me, you do what you need to do, you don't cross a certain boundary, it's neither here nor there for me, especially if you're not doing anything for me in my life. You're not providing for me, you're not paying my bills, whatever it is. I care zero. Trust me, I have a zero tolerance for nonsense, and I have a high threshold also, so I don't really allow things to bother me like that. I don't allow people to get to me like that. If it does, I probably cry, but who cares? It's neither here nor there. My life, I move on. And most times the people that hate you don't have nothing in life. They're not going anywhere. If you guys have ever realized, the people who hate you in life, chat you and fight against you, are people who live in one like a board house, one like a zinc house somewhere that don't have anything whatsoever. And them always chat people. Some ugly people always chat people. Anyways, I think she has 2 more questions. Tackle them real quickly. Also, during your time of ministering, like in the office of a prophet, have you ever had anyone personally that mentored you or trained you under their wings? Where is that person now in your growth or your prophetic manifestation? So she's asking if I had someone that mentored me or trained me when I was coming up in the prophetic. Truth be told, it was Prophet Michael Carter that told me that I was called to the prophetic. He's the one that brought me in, prayed, impartation, activation, gave me materials that I needed. It has mostly been him for the whole first part, throughout going to his church and all of that. Otherwise, it was just materials that I read, conferences I attended, information I tried to get my hands on, and just personal experience. He is still there if I need counselor, I need anything at all, someone to call on. He's still there. One more question. Do you have time like when do you have time like when you would take days from your husband and child to just lock away from yourself to seek the Lord, like you have a personal room in your home where you would go to? Certainly. I mean, right now I'm doing this video and I lock out everybody on the outside so I can get some peace and quiet to do this video. But definitely once you're a prophet, once you're in ministry, even if you're not in ministry, it is very important that you take personal time to seek the Lord away from your family, away from, I mean, you pray with your family, you see the Lord with your family, but for you to come into a place of divine fellowship and communion with the Holy Spirit, there comes a time when you have to shut away in your private room, whether you have a closet, whether you have a bathroom, whether you go under the bed, whatever it is, you must have time where you shut away from everybody and just see the Lord. I mean, there are days when we're busy on the road, we don't get a chance to do it. So sometimes it's midnight when everybody's asleep. Sometimes it's 4 o'clock when everybody's asleep. But you just have to work it. You have to be flexible and know how to work this thing. So those are the questions for today that I could answer. I've been recording for 28 minutes. I try to answer most, especially those that are very repetitive. But thank you guys so much for asking the questions. Thank you guys so much. I see persons asking about deliverance ministry and prophetic. I don't think I can answer those in this video. I'll do another video for that, teaching on that. Also, I've done some of the questions that you guys asked. If you had watched my previous videos, you would have known that I have already spoken about that. So if you have not watched my previous videos, please go back and watch all the videos that I did. They're very informative, very educational, and also inspirational. The Lord bless you guys so much, and thank you so much for watching this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment down below, and share this video with someone. Have a wonderful rest of the day.